How goes it, Scorpios? Welcome to this reading. I can't even remember what day it is. I'm like, is it Thursday? So how are you guys doing? What's going on? Just before I came on to the reading, today is a pretty wild day. There's a lot of energy. I think there's a lot of solar flares coming down. So you guys might feel like you're kind of wading through sand today. It's a very heavy energy. Yet you might feel like excited anticipation as well. So before I came on to do the reading, I went for a nice walk. So I did a lot of grounding. So you guys might have to do some grounding as well. But I have an amazing piece of hematite that I picked up a few years ago, and it definitely wanted to be present during your reading. And so this is the hematite that I have, and it's really, really heavy. I can never really wear the magnetic hematite. It bothers me, but this one, I feel like it kind of looks like a dragon reptile skin. It's really cool. Anyway, so if you are drawn to it and you need a little bit more protection energy and grounding energy, hematite might be a good one for you. There's always tourmaline as well. And of course, obsidian might be a good one for you. So for the Scorpios in the house, this is a big time for you. And so we're going to see what's going on career, what animal totems are hanging out with you, helping to guide you through these energies, past, present, future snapshot, and then relationship snapshot. So let's see what's going on for Scorpio for your career. It says speaker. So it says your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So you might be doing YouTube videos. You might be online, increasing your visibility, getting familiar in terms with your confidence level and communicating with others. You might be leading groups or workshops online or making preparations for when we can be doing that in person again. But really, you do have a special gift in terms of how you communicate with others, how you communicate. Even in the recent past, you've really been honing in on your skills. So you feel more confident talking to larger groups, whereas before you might have shied away from the spotlight and perhaps been afraid of being so visible. You're stepping into your power. You're stepping into those shoes where you can own your voice because you have a foundation of wisdom beneath it. And you really know that what you have to say matters. So whereas before you might think, well, there's a lot of other people talking about that. I don't need to talk about this experience I might have had, but it's part of your purpose. It's part of your passion. So you are going to be coming forward or you might be requested to do a speech or talk to a group of people. And this is something that is going to be really exciting for you. So let's see what we have to clarify for your animal totem energies. Ooh, raven energy. We have the shaman. So this one says you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. This one is perfect for Scorpio because you are god, goddess of the underworld. You know emotions. You might not show them, but you are a keeper of the secrets and you're a keeper of the dark. So you have just as much capacity to go to the dark side as you can go to the light side, so to speak. And right now you're balancing both, but crows and ravens are very, very vocal. And so that is a big part of this medicine for you, is having an empowered voice. So knowing that what you have to say matters, knowing that you're empowered to do so, to take up space, and really focusing on that throat chakra and moving forward, even in these times of uncertainty, knowing that what you have to say might help others navigate. Even if not, you are connecting to a greater tribe and or group of shaman energies. So, this could be witch energy, whatever you connect into, where you're just looking for your tribe of like-minded people who are also on a similar path to you, where you're doing the work, you're checking in with yourself, you're taking responsibility for your words and actions, and you know that you can be a better version of yourself and you've been transforming this whole time. And so In terms of having the wisdom within your words and connecting to the elementals, it's really time for you to understand that there is a certain importance to the wisdom that you carry. And there are experiences that you have had which may come to light in terms of helping others, whether you bring that forward in, as a professional speaker or simply speaking to a small group, or maybe you write a book and then you are talking to others, public speaking, maybe on TED Talks about what you went through, what your experiences have been. And this is part of your soul purpose and that energy of the shaman who heals by leading through example, but also by transmuting and coming out of the darkness, the void, and bringing something to light. So really intense, powerful energies involving the throat chakra for the Scorpios in the house, really coming to grips with how powerful your words are, and that is an integral part of your purpose here on this earth plane. So let's see what we have for Scorpio in your past position. We have resilience, rising above tribulations. And so this card was actually in the last reading I did, and I see it does have a little bit of kind of Cinderella energy here, but we also have kind of like a little jackalope / owl energy going on. And this is really about you learning to navigate away from drama and chaos. So, in other times you might have manipulated and controlled others, or known that you had that capacity because you see and feel very deeply into the truth of things. You have a natural energy of the void, so you can go into that energy rather seamlessly. But this energy is saying you're understanding that you have self-reliance, that you can move through challenging situations, and that you can let go and release a little bit of the control and or manipulation, and or certainly move away from people who have the control and manipulation tactics. You have earned your self-reliance, and you're moving forward more confidently at this time. So let's see what the clarifying card is from my Shadow Fantasy Oracle. You can find the link to buy this in the details below. Unconditional love. So Scorpio, you are really standing in your truth in terms of who you are right now, where you have been, who you have met along the way, what lessons were catalysts for your greatest expansion and growth within. And you're really learning to love yourself through this resilience. Really knowing that you can take care of yourself, even if you've gone through some really challenging experiences and it all felt like it was just too much. You have come through this and you see yourself in a different way. You're really understanding the power that there is in taking responsibility for your own life and your choices, and really kind of looking at things as this is a fresh start. I'm beginning again. I do want to achieve my dreams. I do want to move forward in my power and not rely on others so much for my happiness, contentment, or joy, especially in relationships. So it's really beautiful to see you guys standing in your power and your truth and rising above any setbacks. And these could have been massive, huge setbacks like tower energy, death, and rebirth. But through these experiences, you're learning to love yourself more, and you're building a foundation of love instead of moving forward on a foundation of fear. So Scorpio, for your present, we have epiphany, seek clarity. So we kind of have this energy of rebirth. It's not quite Phoenix energy, but it's very close. And we do have the butterfly, so we have metamorphosis, transformation, and really moving from any chaos, confusion about ourselves or others or a certain situation. And we're coming to grips with reality. In some cases, we might have had kind of a skewed perception of things based on trauma from the past, experiences from the past, maybe mistakes that were made. But now we're coming into a place of clarity, and we're really moving forward based on that foundation of self-love and self-reliance, and understanding, okay, like things might not be the way I anticipated. They might not look anything like I thought they would at this age or at this time, or say whatever goals you had set out for yourself. But you're coming to grips with this clarity and understanding that from this place, you have a lot of options, you have a lot of opportunities, and you have a lot of empowerment. So you can spread your wings here and fly and soar. It's just a matter of setting your ducks in a row so that you can take these next steps with confidence and that clarity. You know, a mind of clarity is a mind of action. So all this time that's been going on, where you've been navigating some challenges, setbacks, hurdles, and also really navigating the darkness within, the void within, that has been setting you up for this stage where you have the clarity to move forward. So that's really powerful and beautiful. So to clarify that, we have light the way. So you are your own leader at this time. You're really empowered with your wisdom, with your knowledge, with your experiences, all the tools and resources that you've gained. You're ready to light the way forward. You know, it is dark out there. There is chaos out there, but you're ready to be a leader. You're ready to say yes to opportunities that come your way and go, you know what? I am at home in the void. I'm a Scorpio. So I'm going to move through this and I'm going to show you guys how it's done. And for the future position, we have Dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. And we just had 1122 on the timestamp. So 1111, 222, 111. Those numbers might be coming up for you at this time. So we have a really playful scene here. We have a lot of bird energy. So we have dove energy, and we already had raven energy. We also have dolphin. Clearly we have mermaid blowing bubbles. So this is a time to tap into your inner child. And as you continue to let go of the burdens of the past, because you needed lessons and tribulations to grow and evolve. But now if you carry those forward, it's going to be kind of a serious, darker landscape. Whereas if you allow yourself to let go of those burdens and move forward from what no longer serves you, and also 1212 just came up on the timestamp too, you're really going to do yourself a lot of favors by taking a lighthearted approach in these next steps here. So if you find yourself in a spiral of negative thinking, you're really going to have to find the joy in the smallest things, whether that is warm water or whether that is clear air to breathe or healthy air to breathe, so to speak. If you're really struggling, find the smallest of things that you can find joy in. And perhaps that is doing a favor for someone else, maybe plugging a meter or holding the door open for someone, or just saying good morning, or giving someone a coffee, or paying it forward in terms of coffee. Hi, Jocelyn. These things could bring you a little bit of joy, and it's going to be important for you in the future here as you're moving through with this clarity to allow yourself to play, allow yourself that energy, that frequency of joy, of ease, of grace, of contentment. So let's see what your clarity card is. Aww. So we have disappointment, clarifying that. So, you know, what I get from this too is so we had unconditional love, light the way, and then we have disappointment. So really you have a choice here. You have a choice to look back, you know, and hold on to this disappointment, or you have a choice to look forward with excited anticipation. You can expect the same as you've gotten in the past. This disappointment here, this gray, this black, right? And or this, you know, dolphin energy. Are you going to look forward? Are you going to stand on the precipice here of this new beginning and actually think, you know what? I'm excited for what I don't know. I'm excited for whatever's coming my way that I've called to me, because I am done with these disappointments of the past. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to hold on to them anymore. You know, I'm resilient. Now I know my strength and my power. And so I'm not going to get stuck and bogged down in this energy or anyone else's disappointment energy. So I'm not going to take on other people's shit. So, the Scorpio rising. Oui, oui. I know I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, but I can't remember right now. But I have a grand trine I think, with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But let's see what we have for you guys for love. Mwah, mwah. So this is from my Kindred Spirit Love Oracle, which is also listed below. And it's through makeplayingcards.com, so that's a link you can look for. This one is all about your connection to your inner, like yourself, self-love, but also your connection to your soulmates, any karmic partners, twin flames. So, but those really, really deep, intense relationships. So for Scorpio, Daka, you got some lack of boundaries. So it says there is a lack of boundaries, which has created a loss of power and fear projections. When there are no boundaries, a power dynamic is created. Boundaries are a safe way to protect one's life force energy and move away from feeling powerless. And we had the resilience card, the power of speaking. So maybe the speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, taking up space, understanding the power of the void. That is all a part of you creating boundaries for yourself, because as a deep thinker, a deep feeler, you might have had walls in the past that just allowed you to move through the world, without anything really getting to you. But as your spiritual evolution happens, you're going to be more and more vulnerable, because as you gain power, spiritual power, you also open your heart more and more. And so that can be a little bit scary for those of us who learn to put up walls instead of boundaries, because they're not the same thing. So this lack of boundaries indicates that there have been power dynamics in the past, and that's probably part of the tribulations you've been through. Little bit of relationships where there was an imbalance. You didn't feel like you could speak your truth. You couldn't show up in the way that you wanted to. You knew you could, probably because of past trauma and lessons that left you feeling like you were powerless, or what you had to say didn't matter, or you weren't a priority. So now you're coming into things knowing you are a priority. You know what you have to say matters. And now you're learning how to really establish boundaries instead of having just a plain big old wall. So the walls are coming down, and you're establishing some boundaries here as you move forward, moving away from disappointments of the past, which were probably created in part by this lack of boundaries, and understanding that you can be happy in this moment, even with the disappointments of the past, and there are good things coming in for you. To clarify that, we have the owl. This is Scorpio energy, deception and wisdom resonating to the number 4. You guys have a lot of bird medicine, so pay very attention. You guys, your guides are just coming through really almost like a bird, like flapping in front of me. So I'm just looking. I see, the angelic speaker. I think most of her cards have angel wings on them, but we have the angel speaker, and then we have the owl, we have the raven, we have the swan, and this woman is wearing a bird costume, right? And then I don't know if you can see it on there, but I told you before, in each bubble here we have a bird. So you guys have probably the most powerful bird medicine that I've seen in any of the signs so far. And so this being kind of a repeat here too, because in this resilience, this kind of jackalope character too, he's a little bit of a shapeshifter in terms of having owl medicine as well. So you guys have some powerful soul searching to do in terms of where you lack boundaries, because who deceived you and who did you deceive? You really need to get clear with who you are and who you want to be in the future, because we can deceive ourselves and other people can deceive us. And in order to deceive us, they are deceiving themselves, right? In a way. So here we have the kind of double-edged sword of all the wisdom and the ability to be deceived, or to find out where you are deceiving yourself or others are deceiving you. So you have to use your discernment and your intuition to really hone in on who is on your side, who is supporting you, who is being honest and truthful, and who is not. And so when you put up your boundaries to these people, if they have lied to you, disrespected you, and they're showing no intention to change, they've shown no change already, there's no apology, there's no accountability, then it's time for you to put those boundaries up and just say, no, not interested. Vice versa, if you've recognized that you've deceived yourself in an area, you have come into clarity with this and you're ready to light the way away from this situation. And part of that is using this wisdom that you have acquired. And, you know, Scorpio is really good at seeing underneath, you know, the facade or the mask. But you can also put on a good front too. So that's the interesting thing about Scorpio. You have to be really clear about who you want to be right now. Are you able to take the masks off? Are you able to be yourself authentically? Or are you going to continue to deceive others because it's easier, it's more comfortable? Or can you start to continue to unravel the truth about yourself and the truth about others, being very fearless about the situation? So really powerful read for you guys. A lot of animal totem medicine, like I said, to do with those birdies. So pay attention to the birds that you see, whether it's eagle, hawk, and then go online and take a look at what that animal totem messages are for you. And if you guys want a personal card pull, this is the time. So if you're interested in a private card pull right now, live, then put yes, please in the comments, and I will go ahead and pull one for you. If you haven't already, if you want to hit the thumbs up button or like button, that just helps me grow the channel, and I'm really grateful and appreciative of your support, you guys. And if you want to catch the next Tarotscopes and or my Saturdays or Tuesday general reads and channel, then just hit the subscribe button and or hit the little notification bell so you guys are advised when I come on live, because a lot of my readings I do live. I might be switching that up in the future, but for now, I do like to come on in, you know, the now moment and read the energies. So Jocelyn, let's see what we have going on for you. I'm going to pull one from the Mystical Wisdom, and then I'll pull one from my Shadow Fantasy for you. So here we go. Here we go. All right. Whoa, you guys have there's a lot of messages trying to come through for you, but, you know, because it's a general read, just have to try to focus and hone in on. So this is for Jocelyn. I'm going to clarify with the Shadow Fantasy Oracle. There we go. Okay, so Jocelyn, these are your messages. Ooh, we have the 7 Heavenly Virtues. This is a beautiful card. As I've said before, if you catch my readings, this is a new deck for me, and I just love it. So it says Keys to Goodness. I'm going to read this, but it looks like she's grabbing onto a shooting star here. So you're coming into some manifested dream energy, some manifestations that you've been working on for a while here. Okay, so 7 Heavenly Virtues. You represent spiritual enlightenment, divine knowledge, and wisdom. You have faith and believe in all that is good and meaningful. You have a deep intuitive understanding of God, the angels, and the universal spirit. You know the keys to goodness. You are being asked to use this knowledge to empower and teach others. So that's where this comes back in. It's time for you to share your wisdom, share your knowledge, share your power in a way, in terms of you're holding on to it, but you're sharing it by embodying it. So what the 7 Heavenly Virtues mean: faith, belief and trust in the right things, whatever right is, but we'll go with it. Hope, believe that good will prevail. Charity, unlimited loving kindness towards others. Fortitude, never giving up. Justice, being fair and equitable towards others. Patience, accepting the grace to forgive. And temperance, practicing self-control and moderation. So no biggie, just everything. So you really are in the master level of this energy right now, Jocelyn. You are having to really watch your P's and Q's, watch how you respond to people. There are a lot of tests. It's kind of the initiate phase for you as a priestess. And, you know, I think you're really understanding things to a different degree as well. And what this also means is as you are able to embody this energy more and more and not get distracted by the lower energies or temptations around you, you are able to, make those wishes, call them towards you, embody this beautiful energy, and it just comes to you. It comes to you. So you're not working as hard to manifest in the 3D world. You're really understanding that you have a lot more power in the energetic world. So as you align intrinsically, you're able to better manifest. And so your manifestation skills are going to be a little bit different coming up here in the future. And to clarify that, and you're going to be like, yeah, I've been doing that. We have shadow work. So you have really been looking in the mirror and looking at how you can move through these darker energies, how you can move through, I call them the guts, the entrails of your life. And, what has been put on you from parents, past lovers, all these situations where we took on projections of other people's fear and created our own fears or anxieties about our future. And because the star is coming in, it does have to do with creating a strong foundation so that we can navigate whatever we draw to us in the future. And this shadow work has allowed you to master these 7 virtues. So you cannot embody those energies to know the difference between the spectrum of all of that faith, belief, trust, fortitude. You can't know what that really means until you've gone deep within yourself and you've gone deep into different experiences and challenges that have allowed you to grow through them. And when you look fear in the mirror, so when you look at your fears and you look at other people's fears and you have a higher understanding now, you're not as quick to judge. You're not as quick to criticize because you have a very deep understanding of what lies beneath this facade or this mirror aspect of what people are showing you or what you're going through. So very powerful energies for you there, Jocelyn. Holding. So if anyone else wants a private card pull, I will pull a card for you. So just put yes, please in the comments. And if you weren't here earlier, you can find me on Facebook at Kindred Heart Tarot. Find me on IG at Mollie Kindred. And I am doing private readings, so I do have my books open for that. You can book. The details are in the links below. And the Shadow Fantasy Oracle is my creation here. If you are interested in buying the Shadow Fantasy Oracle, you can find the link for that below as well. And I also used my Kindred Spirit Love Oracle. So that is this one here, and you can find that in the link as well. So you guys, I don't see anyone else. You're being shy today. You don't want a card pull. That's okay. Totally fine. I hope you guys enjoyed your Scorpio messages. George has come in to say hi for your readings. So I guess you have some dog medicine as well as all of your bird medicine today. So be aware with this owl, though. It does give you one little heads up just to make sure, just to double check the people who are around you, or if like a new contractor or something new comes in, because it is Mercury retrograde as well. Just double check it. Go into your first instinct, your gut instinct, and go, can I trust this? Or is there something that I need to dig a little bit deeper in? So there you go, Scorpio. Hope you enjoyed. Catch the replay. Like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the notification bell so that you can catch us again. Georgie Boy. All right, guys. Have an amazing evening. Ciao for now. Bye.